they gonna fit in the car? And I was like, I would make them fit in the car. Man, I'm like rusty. Sorry, rusty at this. Again, I'll take the picture out. I love wine, but I don't want to look at a picture of it. I'd rather just drink it. He was like, do you know if it works? I was like, no idea. Well, hello, and welcome back to my channel. It has been a minute, and if you've been here for a little bit wondering when I would come back, I do appreciate you sticking around. I know that I've lost at least a few of you, and you know, that's okay, but I had to take a break for a little bit for some personal reasons, and then, you know, we had school start up and things like that, so all my kids are in school, including my toddler. She started preschool this year, which is crazy. I was also struggling a lot with the content and being able to put out content. At the time, you know, I want to do a lot of things, and I have a lot of projects that I'd like to do, but I don't always have the money to do those things. And staying on top of the schedule that I had or was trying to do, when I didn't have anything, I would try to come up with something, and it wasn't always the best. And I don't work my best under that sort of pressure in terms of creativity. So I need to take a break because of that as well. And so I just had to take a break altogether. But for those of you who stuck around, thank you so much for doing that. Hopefully, you know, I can get back into the swing of things like I was before. Whenever I start to video again, it always feels a little bit weird and odd, to be honest. And then I never know what to say, and then I like ramble a little bit more. But today I thought it would be fun just to kind of get back into the swing of things. But I thought for my first video back, it might be a little bit of a shorter one. We're gonna do like a thrift haul type of thing. I haven't done one of those in a while, and we have gone thrifting, you know, on and off. I don't have like as much as I had in my previous thrift haul video. If you haven't seen that, I'll link it up here. I had gotten quite a lot of things accumulated up, you know, for months at that point. But right now I just have a few things, and then some of the stuff that I have as well you've already seen in maybe a video or two. But I wanted to show you everything that I've got so far that I do plan on putting into the house. Some of them I could not even believe that I found what I found, and if I can remember the prices, I will definitely put them on the screen. If I do not remember, then, you know, it's just gonna be unknown. Nothing that I had gotten was like over $10, or even, I don't think even $10. So I'll go ahead and get started on the first item. Good, I actually kept the sticker on this. So I don't know if you watched my like decorate for spring video. That was kind of one of the videos that felt a little bit forced for me, just FYI. But this you might recognize. It's just this gorgeous like little pot. And actually I think this is, yeah, it's like a magnolia home, probably from Target, but I had found it at Goodwill, and I just put some dirt. It's very heavy right now because there's tons of dirt in here, but I put dirt and then some moss on top, so that way, you know, kind of decorated it for spring. You know, I thought that was cute and could be for spring. Plus I like using moss in this way too, and this vessel just seemed like the perfect cute little thing to do that with. But here's like a closer look of it a little bit. Ooh, sorry, it is so heavy. I just love the shape. And it's like that terracotta color, but it's not like bright orange. It's like a cute terracotta. So the next thing that I wanted to show you actually was this. If you saw my last thrift haul video, then you would have noticed that I keep finding these and they all look almost the same, you know, if not completely identical. And it's so weird because I find them at different times, at different stores even. And so I was so excited when I saw another one. So now I have a few, but I got another one. So now I have like 3. Okay, this I actually accidentally left out of my last thrift haul. I don't love parts of it, and I almost want to figure out how to turn these, because it's basically a rod that you hang on the wall, And then the candle holder things, I'm sure you're not surprised. I like candle holder things. I'm kind of obsessed with them. It's ridiculous. But it has these hooks so you can hook it onto the rod. I don't love that. And I thought like if I could cut that off and then just put like a hole in it so I could hang it onto the wall or something, then that would be really cute. Little candle holder for the wall. Now where to put them, my thought kind of was like put it on the wall, like sort of down the steps and the stairs that lead to the basement when we get that area finished. And might be a really pretty place to do that at. Not sure if I can even get them cut. I'd need like some severe stuff to cut that, I think. Sticking with the candle theme, I found this candelabra, and it kind of, I don't know, it was kind of like Spanishy, gothic-y vibes to me, and I just thought it would be really cool to have out like during the fall or Halloween and stuff. And it wasn't crazy expensive. It's metal, it's like metal and not flimsy metal either. And I just liked the look of it and the coloring and everything. It still needs a little cleaned up, but it was real pretty. And it had like the 3 feet, which I think are pretty common, and has some spider webs on it where it was stored. Woo! That freaks me out. Spiders freak me out. Anyway, I thought this would be really cute with like I have black candlesticks. These are just ones that I got from, where'd I go? Hobby Lobby. So they're just black. And I like putting these out in the fall, or like I said, for Halloween and stuff. Anyway, I really like the black candles, or I could do like those brown ones that I have that I showed you in my last video, whatever, but it's just another candle holder, candelabra situation, but I just thought this one was really cool and unique shape and like, I don't know, cool vibes, So I was in Kansas actually, and I went to the Goodwill in Kansas, and I about hit the floor. Like I was so excited when I saw this next item, because there's actually a few photos that I have in my inspiration photos on Pinterest that have like taller candlesticks, and I've been like looking and looking for one that I could just put on the floor and would be really tall, because I thought that would be really super beautiful, especially like in here, because I don't have a ton of space to like put things like a table or things like that. And then I found these. Oof. They're heavy, and like literally like they have the cute little trendy like 3-foot thing, whatever. But they're tall. Like this one is obviously, this tall. I'm 5'3", and so this is pretty tall. And then you've got this one that like comes up to my hip area, or a little lower than it. And I love them. Now they're not like the perfect color because of this reddish brown situation. They almost look like they were like rubbed with something. Not sure, but I love them. And I definitely am going to be doing something with these here in the near future, because I want to put them out. I want to put them out in somewhere. So I loved getting this item and finding this item. I freaked out. My kids were like, my son was carrying them for me through the store while we were looking at the other stuff. But I was like, yes, we're getting these. And they said, are they going to fit in the car? And I was like, I will make them fit in the car. Like, I will make them fit in the car. And they did. They fit in the car. But I was determined I was going to bring them home with me. One more little candle item. So you've seen this holder, and I was saying that I was looking for like a bigger candle. Well, I found one, and it's this gorgeous, like, I've melted it down. It actually didn't look like this whenever we got it, but it smelled great. It was like brand new, and it smelled like vanilla. I couldn't remember, but it smelled like vanilla, and I like vanilla just fine. And so I wanted it because the color was really beautiful, and it was huge. I loved it, and I just think it's beautiful, and it just kind of sits out, and when I light it, it has like a really pretty glow, and do you think? Man, I'm like rusty. Sorry, rusty at this. But yeah, I just loved it and I wanted to have it and I like the color. Okay, so moving on to frames. I found some super cute ones. And some of them have like this thing on them, which isn't my favorite. Like I said, I don't have a ton of surfaces, but I always need to fill like little spaces and things with frames. And so I thought this one, sorry, you're like trying to keep the reflection off there, was so cute, so pretty, and I loved the color because it wasn't like super bright gold. And excuse my nails, I need to do them. But I just loved all of the detail and it was really pretty. So we got this one. This one you might have also seen in my little spring video. Ignore the picture in it. I had just put like a placeholder for that moment in there, but this, it's like a tiny baby, look. Tiny. But I loved, like, let me see if I can get it to focus. All that, look at how pretty that is. And it's like metal, but it's so pretty. And then the back just looks like that. I found this one, similar kind of vibes with like that, like, I don't know what you would call that, metal work where it's got like little holes in it and things. There's like flowers and stuff. This one needs to be cleaned up a little bit. It's a bit dusty, but yeah, I liked this one too, and it's smaller as well, but I thought this would be really pretty. Now I won't use the picture inside here. I actually have a couple of pictures that I want to put in frames. I found this one as well, and it's kind of similar vibes to the other one that I have downstairs that I did. I'll pop a little picture in terms of like some of the design. I think it's similar. But anyway, I loved the design of it. I'll take the picture out like I said, and it's just like a smaller type of frame. Anyway, cute, love it. Wanted to find one that's like, that I could hang landscape and put in like an odd spot that seemed like it needed something, but I'm not sure where just yet, but I found this frame. So I would want it to hang this way, I think, because it's like very unique little shape. Oh, sorry, I'm trying not to glare at you. Unique little shape, but I loved all the little bits of detail in the frame. I just think it's pretty, and the color was already pretty nice. It's not like gold, it's more, you know, brown, bronzy goldness happening. And I just thought it was really pretty, and I liked all the details. Again, I'll take the picture out. I love wine, but I don't want to look at a picture of it. I'd rather just drink it. I had to get this when I found it. I might have to rewire it, but I was so freaking excited about it because I was literally looking at these from Zara, and I was like, oh God, they're a lot. There's so much money, you know, for what it was. I mean, they're beautiful, but to me personally, I couldn't spend that much money on an item like that. And so my husband and I, we were just at the thrift store, and when I saw it, I was like, I beelined straight for this next thing. And I was like, I have to get this. And he was like, do you know if it works? I was like, no idea. And I was like, we'll rewire it if it doesn't work. And then I showed him a picture of why. I was like, this is why. And I was like, this looks like exactly alike almost. And he was like, oh, okay, we'll get it. You know, it was this lamp. So I'll put up a picture of the one from Zara. I think they have two sizes, like a tabletop like this one, and then a floor one. And it's not like exact, obviously, but it is so close. It's like iron, it's black. The shade even looks similar. Now this one, I'll end up replacing it because this one I think has has some damage to it. It's not huge damage. I mean, it's like, you know, and I guess I could like recover it or paint it or something. Maybe I can recover it actually. I have to figure out how to do that. But it's just this little lamp and I loved it. And I was like, I don't have to buy one from Zara. You get it at the thrift store. So cool. So cool. I thought it was cool. And it wasn't very expensive at all. And I don't know. I was just like, it's my lucky day. You know? It's cool. What do you think? Pretty awesome? I plugged it in and tested it and it turns on, but it felt weird. So I was like, nah, we're gonna rewire it. Yeah, I think that's safer. I kind of put these little dried baby's breath in it for my spring video, but this was one of the other vases that I had found. I don't love the rope on the top and I might still take that off actually, just to keep the vase sort of simple, but it's just a vase that's like brown. Kind of goes with the colorings that I'm wanting for the house. And yeah, I loved it. Doesn't have a price on it. So I don't remember how much this was, but it was nice. It was cute. And I thought it was a lovely little vase. And then I could put it in different places. So we got it. Now, the last item that I have for you, I was so excited when I saw this too. It was one of those, like, I saw it from across the store and I beeline straight to it before anybody else could grab it. Because I was like, it's so beautiful. And it kind of reminds me of things that you find at Olive Atelier. And, you know, I love looking at all their stuff on Instagram and everything. And I never like am in a place right now to get things that I would want to get from there, even during their online pop-ups. And so I'm just like, you know, this reminds me of something that they would have. It's beautiful. It's not crazy expensive. And so I'm going to get it. And it was this. It's this beautiful jug. Like, I mean, are you kidding? Isn't that pretty? And it has all this like little detail on it. Has a little handle and everything. Look at the cute little pour spout. And it's just like, it's okay inside, obviously. It's just gonna be decoration and everything. But I was like, what? And it was just sitting there, like just sitting on top of one of those, like, that's making me nervous. It's like, I'm gonna drop this. But it was just sitting on top of the, like, the clothing racks things at Goodwill. I was like, this is cool. I have to have it. And so now I do, and I love it. And it kind of goes with some of the, like, collected type of decor I really like. You know, I'm sort of into that, not museum look, but like archaeological type of, like, I found this digging in the dirt one day or something, you know, and that kind of reminds me of it. But you get the idea, right? You get the vibes. But I loved it, and I thought it was the perfect coloring, and it didn't need anything. It didn't need anything except for me to clean it and sit it somewhere, you know, and I'll probably never put anything in it. I'll just keep it just like this. And when we redo our kitchen, I'm like, this is gonna look so pretty in our kitchen, you know. I'm obsessed with it. I really love it. I look at it all the time when I pass it, and it makes me so happy. And that kind of concludes my thrift haul. Sorry for any weird babbling, or if I felt like I probably missed things I wanted to say. But I just thought that I needed to get this video out because I just need to get back into the groove. And the best way to do that is just to do it. And I didn't want to make it too fancy, or I didn't want to put too much pressure on myself. You know, I actually have a harder time with my self-esteem, and especially when I'm sharing things that I really love to do or anything creative. Criticism can be hard for me, even if it's good, you know, or feedback. I heard someone say recently, like, you know, instead of saying criticism, use the word feedback, because when you say criticism, it already gives it like a negative tone to it. And so I I have a hard time with that, and I truly care a lot about what people think and what I put out there, and I want to do a good job so bad that sometimes I hinder myself because of that thought, and because I'm like, it has to be perfect, and it doesn't have to be, and I have to remember that. And so I just thought I would get on here, make this video, get it done, and I knew that I would not be as, I don't know, not be as good at it, because I need to get back into the swing of it and practice it again. But I do love this. I do love this, and I love being able to just like share this kind of stuff with you guys, you know, and I want to build this community of people where I can have friends that like this stuff too. Like, you know, yes, I have friends in real life, but I've never really connected with somebody on a level of this kind of thing, or home decor, or like DIYing, or anything like that. I've always kind of been that person who's like, oh my God, I'm going to do this with my house. And everybody's like, cool. And that's about as far as it goes, you know, which is fine. That's totally fine. But I want to have people to like kind of talk through that stuff with, and have in my life, whether it be online with you guys or in person, to share this, have that outlet. And I really enjoy making these videos, and I really hope that you guys enjoyed my thrift haul, and look forward to my next video. I'm not going to say when the next one will be out. My goal is to get back to that every other Tuesday that I was doing before, and with having no kids at home at all for a few hours during the day is going to make that a lot easier for me to be able to obtain. But I do want to get back to that very badly, and I plan to. And we still have all the same plans with the house that we had before, with finishing the basement and working on little things throughout, like I planned for the year this year. I am still planning on all of this. I am working towards being able to purchase all of the things that I need for this, actually. Anyway, still planning on all of that, still planning on the basement, and still planning on taking you guys along with me on all that journey. So until the next video, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, your night, your afternoon, morning, whatever. And I'll see you next time. Bye. These jeans, by the way, thrifted. Are they cute? I love them. Anyway, so